Welcome to today's courtroom drama. One shocking decision changed everything. Emotions are high, the evidence is ready, the truth is about to be tested. You won't believe how this case unfolds. Stay until the final verdict.
I'm in court suing my ex-boyfriend for $10,000 because he moved out and stuck me with an 8-month lease.
Were you both on the lease or were you just on the lease?
We were both on the lease.
You were both on the lease?
Yes, he signed a 12-month lease with me and then moved out after 4 months.
After 4 months. How did you all meet? Obviously there's a backstory to this.
We met at a club, and right up front he told me he was married, but he was separated and that he was filing for divorce. Well, he said was getting a divorce. And I told him I just wanted to be friends with him. I wasn't interested in dating him until his divorce was finalized. He wore me down, and he said that he wanted to start dating. He was ready to move on with his life, and he seemed very interested in having a relationship with me. He had been very committed as far as I could tell, and I said okay. So we dated. That's when it got really serious. We dated for another 3 months, and during that time the lease at the apartment with my roommates was up, and he had mentioned he wanted to get a place together.
Oh, so stop right there. Did you suggest that you all move in together?
Yes, me and Amanda, yes.
Okay, and so you all moved in together.
Yes.
You both signed this lease.
Yes, I have a
which is
copy.
the subject of why we're here. But he wasn't divorced.
No. He kept telling me that it was something with his wife, that his wife hadn't gotten all the paperwork together, and up to that point I thought he could be believed. And he said there was some issues. He had given all the paperwork to his wife. He'd never dealt with any of that himself. So when we went apartment hunting, we found this cute little 1-bed, 1-bath condo, and he insisted we take it because we were starting a life together, and he was going to be fully committed to me and this relationship. And once his divorce was completely finalized, which again would be at any day, that he would.
Now you've been listening to this any day story for, by my count, 6 months. Are we at 6 months?
Yes, Your Honor.
3 months of a friendship, 3 months of dating. Now you're out and you all are looking at this condo for the two of you all to move into.
Yes, Your Honor.
The any day story has been going on now for 6 months.
Yes, Your Honor. I thought.
Was that not a red flag?
To hear him talk, it was just the matter of paperwork issues or something here and there, like his wife forgot she had to add this item to the list of property, and it seemed reasonable the way he would make it sound.
So were you in love with him at this point?
Yes, I was.
You were in love with him. Were you in love with her?
Yes.
You were in love with her?
Definitely.
And whose idea was it to get this condo together?
I'd say it was mine.
Your idea. And why was it your idea? Why did you think this was a good idea?
I mean, at the time I looked at it like I was ready to move on from my wife. I know that she, had roommates, and I thought it was time for both of us maybe to get a place together. So it just seemed like it made the most sense at the time for me. Moving on from my wife, it was that first big step I needed to take to finally move on from her.
So you all get this condo.
Yes.
And you both sign the lease.
Yes, I have a copy
and you
of
move
the lease
in,
agreement.
Right?
Yes.
And how long were you all there before things just went?
We had been living there for 4 months, and towards the middle of the 4th month, he stopped coming home. And I would text him because he'd be gone 2 or 3 nights a week and just wouldn't show up, wouldn't call me.
Is that true?
Well, what had happened was I had gotten a call from my wife one day, and she needed me to pick up my daughter from school.
All right.
So
How old is your daughter?
My daughter is 7.
All right. So you pick up your daughter, and what happened?
So I pick her up from school, and we get in the car, and it's a bit of a drive home. She started dropping these little hints about missing me and mommy and her and all of us together. And I kind of listened to these things, and I just looked at my daughter. I'd never seen her that sad in her whole life. And it just, something clicked, and kind of dawned on me that maybe I made the wrong choice and that maybe I need to look again at my family and doing the right thing.
So your daughter talks to you, you and your wife start talking again. So these nights that you weren't coming home, you were with your ex-wife. Yes.
Yes.
And then what happens?
I just, it's one thing I want to point out is she's the one that wanted the divorce initially. I did not want a divorce. I didn't want to leave my daughter without a father in her life or some other stranger taking over for me. So, I mean, that's kind of where I was coming from. So,
You pursued me, not the other way around.
yeah, but after a year of thinking that it was over with my wife and how would I move on and what was I supposed to do? So, of
So what?
course-
I'm collateral damage to your screwed up mess. I got home from work on a Friday night, which was usually our date night. We'd go out, go to a movie or dinner or something, and I think everything's normal. I come in, he has bags at the door, and I'm thinking we're going on a trip because he had kept saying, well, I'll make it up to you, I'll make it up to you, and he kept, quote, being late and not coming home. So I think we're going on a trip, and he's acting completely normal, sitting at the table, and I go and sit down, and what immediately comes out of his mouth is, I'm getting back together with my wife, so you and I can't see each other anymore, but don't worry, I found a way so you're not stuck with the lease on your own. He didn't even seem to care that he was breaking my heart. He was basically throwing our entire relationship under the bus for the sake of the person who filed the divorce in the first place.
Well, what I really hear him saying is that he really wanted to be a father to his daughter, and he was trying to go and reconcile with his wife, Harry.
I was just trying to solve a problem, Your Honor. I'm an engineer, so I needed to solve my daughter's problem, and I needed to solve your problem with the lease, and I thought I could pull all these things off.
Your decision to go back home is not what I'm challenging. I'm not challenging that at all.
Yes.
I am not. What I am challenging is that you are absent for 3-4 nights a week, and then you pack your bags, they're at the door, and you just kind of say it, as opposed to sitting down and saying, listen, this is where I am. You don't just go and say, well, you know what? On page 33 of the lease, there is a clause that said I can sublease, so I'm going to get somebody to sublease. And is that who this is in the courtroom today?
Yes, Your
Stand
Honor.
up. Now, how are you all related?
This is my cousin.
All right, and this is who you were suggesting could come in, based on the complaint that I read, could come in and take over the lease. Were you willing to come in and take over this part of the lease?
Yes, Your Honor. I just moved to LA and I was couch surfing and staying in cheap motels, and he had a solution for me and was saying that he had a place I could stay at. We even went to the leasing office together, and they said it'd be perfectly fine for me to sublease.
So let me see this lease, please. I need to look at that evidence. And I understand, Noel, that you have some information that you communicated with the leasing office?
Correct, yes.
To try to solve this?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, explain to me, Amanda, why this is $10,000?
The total rent for our condo was $2,500. We split it 50-50 from the beginning.
All right.
And when he moved out in month 4, he left me with 8 months of this lease. I had to I didn't want to break the lease and wind up with that on my credit. I had to get a second job just to stay there. And he just wants to waltz in with this cousin and just be like, oh, hey, I know you met this person one time, but she's going to stay with you in the 1-bed, 1-bath apartment that we're living in.
I forgot about that part. We're not even talking about a 2-bedroom condo. We're talking about a 1-bedroom, 1-bath condo.
Your Honor, it's LA. That's what people do. I would have been willing to get a blow-up mattress, put it in the living room, get a couch.
You never spoke to me. You only spoke to him. Not once did you ever come to me.
No. Did you really honestly think this was a good solution?
It was the best I could come up with, Your Honor. I'm confident of that, at least.
Cousin is going to come and stay in this 1-bedroom condo is ridiculously, that doesn't make any sense. And so, you know what? I don't know how you're going to do it, but this $10,000, I am giving you 5 months to come up with the $10,000 because under this situation, you signed the lease. The solution that you came up with was not viable, and that's the only solution that you came up with. And so you owe her the $10,000. Court is adjourned.
Judge Hatchett has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant has been ordered to pay $10,000.
Can't believe that to pay this 10 grand. That's ridiculous.
It's not my fault that
You had a
went back to
roommate?
your wife.
It's fine, just let it go, just let it go.
Yes, and I would have been more than happy to probably talk to her had you ever mentioned that to me before the night you left.